Namaste, brothers and sisters, this is Jen, and yeah, I'm just really inspired to make a video. So basically I've just got off the phone to a really beautiful soul sister of mine, and like, we're having such an inspirational connection, and I realised that, you know, like, instead, like, I want to make a video, but not just like, you know, always just answering questions, but just to share, like, sort of you know, downloads and who I really am, and I realised that, like, you know, such a huge part of, like, me is that you know, the return of the beloved fairy tale. Like, I'm one who, you know, I am that, like, that is who I am. I'm the one who's, like, you know, living the highest truth of the divine union. Like, it's happening, we're multidimensional beings, and it's happening on the 5th dimension, it's happening on the 4D. If it's not happening on the 3D, doesn't mean it isn't happening. It is happening. We're living the fairy tale. And just, like, yeah, and like, oh, it was so amazing speaking to my friend, and her just kind of, like, you know, sharing insights with me about, and helping me just really see about, like, you know, who I am, and also, like, talking about the fact that, you know, for me, showing up in the world as a teacher of or reminder, an example of, like, you know, twin flame consciousness and twin flame union, but not actually being in physical union with my beloved, and, you know, what that's actually been like for me. And but she was just, like, reminding me that, you know, it's actually, like, like, if I was with my twin flame and I was going out there, you know, it's in a way it's more real. Like, it's actually more genuine. Like, I'm not physically in union, but I have got to a place within my own vibratory frequency where if anyone says to me, are you in union with your beloved? Of course I'm in union with my beloved. Like, there is not, like, one moment in my consciousness or in my day or in my timeline where I'm not in union with my beloved. And that is just such an amazing place to reach on, like, and that is what the whole twin flame journey is all about. Is getting to that place where, like, you're in it. Like, I'm in it. And I said to her, I was like, you know, my experience of reality is like satiety, like the 10 of Cups. That is my experience of reality, because my love affair with God is so passionate. Like, it's so intense, and so, you know, and there's no words to describe, like, you know, the all-encompassing nature of my union with God, and that union with God, union with self, union with remembrance of who I am, of who you are, of who we all are, you know. And in that place, like, full awakening to one's multidimensionality, full awakening to the knowing that I am an avatar being, and that my consciousness is operating concurrently on multiple dimensional realms of reality. And within those realms, union, there is naught but union. There is naught but union. Union is the order of the day. Like, you know, it's only in this realm that there's this illusion that, like, you know, union doesn't exist, and that is like you know, testimony to how exceptional Mother, Father, God is that, like, in a realm where that, like, it just doesn't even exist, you know, it has been possible to create the illusion of, you know, that you're not in union. So, you know, so that's what it's all about, brothers and sisters. Like, that's the greatest lie they ever told us. Like, you know, you know, and there is an aspect of the fairy tale, the business of, like, the fairy tale, you know, there is a part of that you know, that you would find yourself in another. You will never ever find yourself in another. All you will find in another, really, is an empty hole that can never be filled. No. You know, you are not here to find anything in another. You are here to celebrate your remembrance. You are, like, that is it. That sentence is the whole purpose of life. Like, and that's the whole purpose of divine relationships. It's about, you know, coming together in union, like, to remember your divine union with God. Like, you know, and from that union with God is you know, the union with your beloved is your union with God. Freaking is your union with God. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no separation. There is nowhere that the union is not. And it's time for us to all wake up now, guys. And yeah, so yeah, just want, you know, I was connecting with my soul sister and just sharing about my journey of, like, you know, walking this path of like the beloved path, and yeah, just have this great sense of just, yeah, like being in the flow, just like total magic. I mean, that's not to say my life on the 3D has its challenging moments. Of course it does, but those challenging moments they don't particularly like register, because they're all just experienced in the moment. So there's no like kind of like leftover, like, but it's just like, I realised we need a new word for soldier, because what I realise is, like, I am a love soldier, but it's not soldier because there's no war or anything. But it's like, my job is to show up in the world as one who remembers. That is my job. And to remind my brothers and sisters of what they know, what they carry as wisdom, truth in their heart, but the mind has got in the way, we've all been manipulated. So yeah, so that's all of our jobs, and that is the whole purpose of this channel, is to, you know, like, we're talking about spiritual awakening here, brothers and sisters. We're talking about death of the ego consciousness, annihilation of the ego consciousness, into the realization that all that exists is the mighty ocean. There is no single drop. All there is the mighty ocean. And that is the remembrance of the self, the death of the ego. And in that self, there is pure remembrance that I am the entire ocean. Oh my God, I'm the entire ocean. Does anyone else remember we're all the entire ocean? You know, that was what it was like for me. And I was like, no one remembers. Oh shit. And I was like, oh, you know, we're all the ocean. And they were like in competition and jealous, or I don't know, just not like, they didn't remember. Anyway, so that's what it's all about. It's about awakening. It's about death of the ego consciousness. And in that, it's like the ego then, in Ascension, the ego becomes the servant of the higher self. Yes, you know, the ego like gets you from A to B, and it gets everything together, and it gets all the resources and materials that you need, but it is absolutely died and is bowing at the feet of your higher self in complete service, you know. And that's what it's like to be awakened. It's so beautiful. But it's very, very, it's a very deep disappointment for the ego, enlightenment. Like, the ego will not find happiness in enlightenment. Like, it's really, really disappointing. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, the whole ego thing didn't really work out. Like, we all gave it a shot. We're in a bit of a mess, like, collectively. You know, there's got to be another way. Like, we've got to, like, remember we're all just one organism. Like, you know, just one organism, one ocean of consciousness. Like, we're all one. I am you, and you are me, and I'm an ant, and I am a goldfish, and, like, you know, we're all just one. We're all just one. I am one with my Syrian brothers and my crop circle sisters. Oh, I just want to send a big shout out to the crop circle makers. Yeah, you don't get acknowledged enough, divine ones. And I feel so blessed to live so close to the place, to the crop circle activity, and it's no coincidence that I'm in this place. And I just want to say, like, so much love, so much love, so much connection, so much gratitude to you. And, like, this is, like, it's such an awesome way to communicate, like, you know, yeah, and just giving thanks for all the amazing circles that are coming through at the moment, and just, yeah, these living temples recoding and reactivating all the grid points. Yeah, yes, so yeah, it's really important that we acknowledge the crop circle makers. I feel like I just want to share that oh yeah, what was it, when was it, I think it was when I like that, in the moment when the Magdalene transmission came in and I saw what the Magdalene transmission was, like, they were like, ooh, here it is, Jen, and I was like, oh my God. And in that moment, then it was like the crop circle, the beings that create crop circles, kind of like, I met them vibrationally, and we started a telepathic communication in that moment where the Magdalene transmission, and they were telling me about the 888, and that how big things are happening for the 888, and the Magdalene transmission. Oh my God, did you hear that? That was an incredible sign from the universe, brothers and sisters, from the crop circle makers. Like, that's never happened in all my days. But I just want to say that, like, yeah, they came through and they were like telling me about the 888. And actually, I'm going to tell you what they said about the 888, because this is what the 888 transmission is all about. So we're about to do the Magdalene transmission, which is going to be focused on the forgiveness to the unconscious masculine. Because basically, you know, this unconscious masculine energy has run riot on Mother Earth and raped her and abused her. But we cannot move beyond that vibratory story until we call it up, recognise it, acknowledge it, and forgive it and release it. And that's what we're doing. We're having a conference. We're having a conference with patriarchy, and we're sending it on its way with dignity, with love, with respect, with honour, with gratitude. You know, because that's the only way that you can truly heal this, is through love, respect, and honour, and forgiveness. And that is what the Magdalene transmission is about. And this is going to have huge effects for all of us with our relationship with the masculine, because, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of us very, very highly empathic feminines have, you know, we've had very, very challenging, like, relationships with the masculine because of what we've come here to clear. And so, you know, it's been quite a sort of like a trial timeline, you could say, with working with the masculine. But what I'm being shown is that this forgiveness ceremony is actually, it's going to be like opening like deeper doors within the unconsciousness, and they're the doors of, you know, the paradise codes, or the doors of harmony. You know, the vibratory timelines of harmony are about to be activated by this release and the forgiveness of this patriarchal energy. And I really, really call you forth now, brothers and sisters. Like, this is very, very important work that we're being called to do together, particularly on this Magdalene feast day, to honour the divine feminine, she who has been vilified and rejected and denied for millennia. And we, you know, it is time for us to come together in full humility and bowing to the divine feminine and Mary Magdalene, and being the conduits of her will, of her intention. And her intention is to change this vibratory story, because it is time for us now to really, really, you know, we are going to be anchoring new paradigm unions into the third dimensional field. And so we have to do the work. We have to do the work on a personal level, and we have to do the work on a collective level. And this is why all the brothers and sisters that have done any of my transmissions, this is so important, and this is so connected to every single thing that we've done, brothers and sisters, is to get to this place now where the feminine is going to do this big, massive healing with the divine masculine, and open up new doors and gateways. And, you know, so, and as always, there is always a bursary fund for anyone who cannot afford to pay. Please, you know, reach out to me. And yeah, there is a bursary fund. So it's just, it's like, but you know, you have to be genuine. Like, you genuinely don't have that money, then, you know, that's fine. But it's not about that. It's just about the people coming forward. Like, just, if you, like, the more people we have on their grid points activating this patriarchal template clearance, the more swift and the more potent it's going to be. And that is why Spirit is using me and using this channel to communicate this message, to call you forth, brothers and sisters. Come forth, come forth. And this is all connected to the 8-8. The 888, which is where the crop circle creators, like, I connected with them telepathically, and they showed me that they were going to send an 888 crop circle, and that we were in communication. And their message was about the 888 is that this is the unity grid that we are anchoring. We are actually anchoring the unity grid. And there is another word for the unity grid, and that is the Christ consciousness grid. This is an 888 alignment, and this is a triple infinity alignment. And so on this day, we are going to be imprinting within the consciousness of the earth the unity grid, the unity grid. Yes, we've reached that time. So this is big work that we're doing, brothers and sisters. Big, 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 massive work that we are doing. And we need, the tribe needs to grow. You know, we need to be all on our grid points doing this work. And, you know, it's open to everyone. In it. So that's what they were saying. So yeah, no, it was really amazing connecting with the crop circle creators. It was just very much like, felt very normal. Just like love, just like and really amazing actually. It was like, whoa. It was really amazing. Yeah, so the whole purpose of this video is like for me to just, you know, like remind us all that, like, you know, if you've been drawn to this, you're on the path of the beloved, aren't you? You're on the path of the beloved. Like, welcome, respect to you. You know, and I would like to say that this is the fast track. All this vibration and this conversation, this is the fast track to union with the beloved on all planes of consciousness. You know, that is what is going on. And that really, really empowers and activates in that moment when we realise that the outer search is futile. You will never, ever, ever, it is not possible for you to find what you are looking for outside of yourself. So you may as well just accept that. And with that information, realise that you have choices. In it, like, that's what enlightenment is. Enlightenment is a flipping choice. Like, it's a choice. You have to choose it. Even though your ego, even though society and everyone's like saying the opposite, you have to choose to show up in each moment, vibrating, illuminating, in alignment with your remembrance. Like, that is your duty. Like, don't wait for your beloved. Like, you know, like, no. Like, no, don't do that. We don't do that around here. You know, we don't do that around here. What we do is we remember. I remember I'm a goddess. I remember, do you remember you're a goddess, that you're a god? Because you are. And so, what is it that you promised your beloved? What is it? You promised your beloved that you would remember that you are a goddess and that you are a god. That's what you promised your beloved. So yeah, it's a choice, it's an active thing. You have to show up, you have to go, okay, all right, well, what do you mean it's a choice? What does that mean? It means wherever you go, being of a positive vibration. Simple as that, really. Being nice, being kind, being like uplifting, being like in service. You know, it's just like that. Like, but showing up despite whatever's happening for you in your 3D reality. Despite. You show up like that because it is a choice. Because enlightenment is a choice. Yes. The book on enlightenment. Enlightenment is a choice. Ultimately, that is what it is. In every moment you choose it. And you choose it by being one who remembers. Are we getting the picture, brothers and sisters? We're getting the picture, aren't we? Like, you know, so at the end of the day, give thanks. My top tip, give thanks. Anyone ever asked me, Jen, what is your top tip? I will almost 100% of the time say, practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. There is no word in the English language that can explain how powerful that is. I don't actually have a word, and I'm really good with words. But to choose gratitude, to choose to focus on gratitude and remember gratitude is definitely one of the most potent actions you can take to be and to reside in a high frequency. But again, it's a choice. So you have to train yourself. You go, right, I've got to train myself. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Like, I'm a coach. I am a coach. I realised today, I was like, oh, I'm a spiritual coach. That's what I am. I'm a really, really good spiritual coach. and I got this idea. I was like, oh, maybe I could do like these like coaching packages. You know, like a 6 months intensive enlightenment. You know, like, come on, let's just, like, who wants to work intensely? Like, to, like, you know what I mean? Like, to properly, like, wake up. So yeah, I reckon I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring that through. If anyone, you know, if anyone's interested, let me know. But, you know, so basically, it's going to be like once a week, a coaching call once a week. And, but it's going to be like, ooh, you're going to have an angelic coach by your side. What's gonna happen? Too much magic? Never. You can never have too much magic. So much magic. So yeah, if anyone's interested in a 6-month high angelic spiritual coaching extraordinaire package, get in touch. Get in touch. We'll talk about it. What else was there? So yeah, there's been a lot going on. Just, you know, still grounding back down from Glastonbury Festival, which was a very intense experience. But, you know, it's in my heart. What can I say? Oh my God, I was like, oh. Now, you know, I left Glastonbury going, oh, I never want to go to Glastonbury again. A week later, I'm like planning to bring like a massive like structure and a, you know, like a whole what's it called, stage. Planning that, like, it's hilarious. What's happening? So yeah, my love-hate affair with, no, it's not really hate, my love whatever affair with Glastonbury continues. Glastonbury Festival. Yeah, it's all good. So I would like to share a song. I'm gonna share a song with ya. I gotta take off my jewellery. Okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna sing. I really, really, really don't. I got no idea. What am I gonna sing? chanting, healing incantations, calling all the wise ones, celebrating dance and song. Isis started Diana, Hecate, Amita, Kali, and Anna. There were those who came to power through domination. They were bounded in their worship to a dead man on a cross. They sought control of the common people by demanding their allegiance to the Church of Rome. And the Pope, he commanded the Inquisition. It was war against those women whose power was their fear. In this Holocaust, in this age of evil, 9 million European women, they died. And the tale is told of those who by the hundreds, holding hands together, chose their deaths unto the sea, while chanting the praises of the mother goddess. Their refusal and betrayal, women were dying to be free. Isis started Diana, Hecate, Amita, Kali, and Anna. Now the earth is a witch, and still we burn her, stripping her down and mining, and the poison of all wars. Still to us the earth's a healer, a teacher, the mother, a healer of a web of light that keeps us all alive. She gives us the vision to see through all the chaos. She gives us the courage, it is our will to survive. Isis started Diana, Hecate, Amita, Kali, and Anna. Isis started Diana, Hecate, Amita, Kali, and Anna. Jaya Jagadambe Sita Rama Gauri Durge Namo Namah Balamata Rani Brava Maya Hari Gauri Durge Namo Namah Jaya Jagadambe Sita Rama Gauri Durge Namo Namah Balamata Rani Brava Maya Hari Gauri Durge Namo Namah. Jai Jagarambe Sita Rama. Jai Sita Ram. I'm going red. It's activating my Kundalini, man. Innit? Look at me. I'm going red. I'll play another song. Why not, man? Why not? You know, I gotta share my gift with the world. What is it? I can tell you how to play it. Jaya Hanuman, Sita Ram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhagwan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhagwan, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Jaya Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Oh, nearly did it. I haven't played that in a really long time. Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhagwan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhagwan, Sitaram. Sitaram Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Jai Sitaram Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan. Sitaram 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 Jaya Sitaram, Sitaram 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 Jaya Sitaram. There you go. Boom shakalaka. Jai Sitaram Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Jai Sitaram Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan. I used to love playing that mantra. Temples in India, sitting by the Ganges with the babas, probably fake babas. No, oh, probably. Anyway, whatever. Singing that song, Mama Ganja, Rishikesh. Yes, I. Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Jai Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan. Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Jai Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Hanuman, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan, Bolo Shri Guru Nath Nanda Bhavan. Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram. I love you all. This one goes out to the collective consciousness of awakening a brethren. So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to share a song with you all, brothers and sisters, and it's really beautiful to connect. And yeah, thank you so much for showing up in my reality. And you know, yeah, it's been a decent amount of time, this video, and yeah, like blessings on the collective consciousness, like all this Wimbledon business, like, you know, send a bit of love and light there. Maybe you all just, like, you know, let's, like, you know, get a bit of ascension going on in Wimbledon. Come on, group ascension, like, come on, like, you know. Massive upgrade. Everyone's coming together, y'all. Like, sending those good vibes that way. Yes. So yeah, brothers and sisters, what a divine honour to meet and connect with you in this way. And we shall continue to do this, and it is my joy and it is my pleasure. And thank you so much for all the beautiful comments, and you know, and thank you so much to all the new people, like, signing up for the transmissions. The Magdalene, come on guys, like, this is a Magdalene, and like, she is my #1, like, you know, archetype that I'm working with. Definitely, I think that's obvious. You know, I'm a carrier of the Magdalene codes, and so this is the Magdalene feast day, and so big things are going on the Magdalene transmission with, you know, yeah, gonna do some activation in the temple. So yeah, calling you forth, brothers and sisters, thank you so much. It's like my deepest honour to connect with you all. Hari Om, Namaste. Dearest ones, although the timeline shift into the new Earth paradigm has taken place, it is important to note that the collective consciousness is still very much in the transition phase. And as such, it is required that the highly vibrating twin flames and light warriors continue to come together in ascension groups to assist Gaia to clear out any residues that the old templates have left behind. Therefore, at this conjecture, we would like to inform you that our beloved channel Matahari G has been directed by the highest council of light to call together a gathering of the illuminated ones, to assist Gaia to fully and completely remove the dark, insidious template of patriarchy. The gathering has been ordained to take place on the 22nd of July 2017 at 4:44 p.m. UK time, the date that marks the feast day of one of the most powerful queens of heaven, Mary Magdalene. We are being instructed on this date to create a ceremony of forgiveness to the old masculine patriarchal energy in order to activate a deep healing of the masculine consciousness in men and women. We are being asked to call in and confront the energy of domination, power over and abuse that has been perpetuated by the unconscious masculine for millennia. We are being asked to call forth these energetic patterns that they may be faced fully, released and cleared. We are being asked to initiate a ritual of forgiveness towards the unconscious masculine energy. The ceremony will include everyone being asked to find a sacred object to offer to the masculine that symbolises forgiveness, and we are being instructed to keep the symbol on our altars to remind us that forgiveness has actually taken place. We are also being asked to bring into the ceremony a symbol that represents the unconscious masculine domination and control, and we are being asked to release this symbol through either burning or burying it after the ceremony. We are being called to remember that all acts of domination by the unconscious masculine come from a place of forgetfulness of one's original divine nature, and therefore once this is truly realised, forgiveness is automatic. The purpose of the Magdalene transmission is to call the collective masculine consciousness back home to the heart. Taking part in this ceremony will transform the lives of all those who come forward to be part of this high and holy gathering. And everyone will be given practical tools which are to be used in their daily lives, which are guaranteed to activate the most almighty transformation, personally and planetarily, with regards to one's own personal relationship with the unconscious masculine energy. Your presence is required on this transmission. It is imperative that as many light workers as possible come forward to be part of this almighty soul team who are working on behalf of the Federation of Eternal Light to ensure that the new timeline shift occurs in the most harmonious and succinct way as possible. This promises to be the most important and powerful transmission so far, and all those who take part will be profoundly rewarded in their personal lives through experiencing almighty shifts in ongoing relationships with the masculine consciousness. This is I, Matahari G, sending out a deep, heartfelt invitation to all you brothers and sisters who are receiving these powerful words. Your light tribe awaits you. Please know that when you sign up to be part of this powerful energy transmission, you will also receive membership to a group that our beloved channel Matahari G facilitates on Facebook, whereby she is available to offer support, wisdom and guidance to all of those who come forward to be part of the transmission. Namaste, dear ones. Dear ones, I have brought through a series of extremely powerful MP3 activations that have been designed to fast-track you into full union with your beloved twin flame. Number 1, meet the 5th dimensional aspect of your twin flame. Number 2, meet and merge in the 0-point field with your twin flame. Number 3, the Abundance MP3 activation. Number 4, the Self-Worth MP3 activation. Number 5, the Magdalene and Yeshua Divine Union MP3. Number 6, Heal and Restore the Atlantis Timeline. Number 7, the Violet Waterfall MP3. Number 8, the Inner Child Healing MP3. Number 9, Love Your Physical Body Reprogramming MP3. Number 10, Light Language Dispensation. Number 11, Deep Relaxation MP3. Number 12, Balancing, Giving and Receiving. Number 13, Reviving the Frozen Garden of Your Heart. Number 14, Source Frequency Activation. And number 15, Angelic T-Cell Activation. Thank you so much for watching this video, beloveds. Please like, comment and subscribe. Many, many blessings to you all.